difference it makes. Everyone landed, everyone stuck, and then a 49.3, very strong. And now we make the move and take a peek on Utah, Washington. It was a victory when it was all said and done for Utah. Again, one of the top programs in the land, certainly near the top in this conference. 197.975, nearly a 198. Washington a 196.350. Grace McCullum, floor exercise winner for Utah, all around a 39.650. But it was Utah victorious over Washington.
And they're just two great teams. Utah is really making a statement so early in the season.
So we make this move, and you and I, here's what we were talking about as we go to bars for ASU. They're the number 12. They're 12th ranked in the land. This is a chance for them to create even more separation from Arizona.
Yeah, and I feel that momentum is the theme for this meet, but they are just continuing to build. And after seeing that vault rotation, I have no doubts that bars is also going to be, they're just going to be rock stars on that event. And I'm just very excited to see what they do this meet, because, you know, you can really build and that creates confidence, and, you know, you can even see it in their faces as well.
Arizona 43rd in the NCAA on vault. They'll need to jump on that when we come back. ASU on bars, Arizona on vault. In-depth coverage on the Pac-12 network, including live and pregame shows every weekend. Tune in and don't miss any of the action on the Pac-12 networks, wherever you may be. Take a peek at the standings within conference in the Pac-12. You can see where Stanford is, off to that 8-1 number there. Number 4 in the net ranking. Utah at 7-2. Utah at 7 in the net ranking. As a matter of fact, it's a proud time. You go Stanford, Utah, Oregon, Colorado, UCLA, and Arizona, all within the top 25 when you're taking a peek at how they basically built the tournament, the next rating. The net rating, I should say. You saw John Court a moment ago. You see Jay Santos out of Brocktown, Mass. Came here from Eastern Michigan, where he was a champion in the Mid-American Conference, also on the staff at University of Illinois, Iowa State, and Ohio State.
We love a nice roster.
So, I'm told that it's your birthday.
It is my birthday. Wait, this is so nice.
I can't take any responsibility for this. This is our production team. This is ASU. This is beautiful. There you go.
Wow, thank you guys. I'm finally in my late 20s, so
you have to eat it right now in front of everyone.
You know, I'm gonna let it tempt me for the rest of the broadcast.
All right. We may ask you for the lid then. I guess we'll take the lid. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wouldn't...
You're hanging out with us. We're very lucky.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, truly. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, we don't believe that, but at least she's here having a good time and bringing all the energy.
What's my last name?
I understand. It is not Dis. That is not what it is. Take a peek at some of the highlights from our first rotation. First of all, Anaya Smith was a wonder to watch, and you were able to see what she accomplished.
So she actually upgraded this vault. She competed a Yurchenko full in the beginning of the season, but now she added that 1.5 twist, which gives her that 10.0 start value, and it really paid off today.
Smith with that 9.95. Allison Fierce, they needed her, and she came through. Fierce outstanding after the struggles of Muller.
There's nothing more than an athlete really stepping up in a time of adversity when you have a fall in the middle of the bar rotation, and Arizona really showed what they're about.
That's a great smile, by the way. Smile of a team they hope can be victorious. And by the way, how do we reach these numbers? How do you turn the head and open the eyes of the judges? It's scoring 101, basically. It's something you got used to through an amazing amateur career in this sport. Help those of us that are at home or sitting right next to you watching understand.
Yeah, so as we just saw, you know, ASU is really creeping up to that exceptional range. You know, when you're looking at postseason and nationals, you really want to be in that 49.5 for the event. But the good score is still 9.8 plus, and the average is sitting around that 9.75. But you really want to be in that between good and exceptional range by the time postseason comes.
See those individual routine numbers, and you're watching it today, seeing a 9.95 already. That 198, that's a big swing for the fences to get to that 198. for ASU. They had a meet that shared the space with Eastern Michigan and UC Davis at 196.375. Took a step backwards against Stanford at 196.050. What did Jay share with you about last week against Stanford?
You know, he really mentioned how it's the beginning of the season. You know, you have some kinks here and there, so it's really just finding that rhythm and continuing to build. You know, they are in the top 25, but they want to grow in the rankings. It's not a matter of, you know, breaking into the top 25, but they want to, you know, make it to, you know, do well in regionals, but make it to, you know, that Super 6 range.
And you take a peek at this conference and you look at the national picture: Oklahoma, Florida, Michigan, 1, 2, and 3. Utah, then Auburn, then UCLA and California. When you take a look at those in this conference inside the top 10, as John Court brings his experience, a long-time assistant under Bill Ryden, and Tabitha Yim on the staff. He came from Vermont prior to that, but he has been Tucson and the Cats through and through for a full generation now.
That's a long time.
It's been 19 as an assistant under two really successful coaches. He's had them finish inside the top 30 just about every single year. First year 24, then 27, 27, 26. Seeing the numbers. 2 decades. Graduate of Johnson & Wales University. And this is how we will roll for the Wildcats. Harry, Muller, Danny Nussek, Hargrove, Castles, and LaRussa. Caroline Harry starts things. Young athlete out of Argyle, Texas.
It's a very solid ball. It's clean. Yurchenko full. She does have to hop forward, so she has a little bit of closed hips, which caused her to kind of, you know, hop forward a little bit, or it was probably more of a scooch, but she really needs to focus on opening her hips and flaring out, kind of what we saw from ASU, and that'll help her get her chest up so she won't have to take, you know, a step forward or a step back.
All eyes on Gracie Reeves. It was a couple of years ago in this building on bars, had a 9.825 in the duel with Arizona, had a 9.85 on beam. Gracie with a 9.8 on vault earlier.
She is such a great swinger. Huge release combination, blind to a straddle Jaeger, way above the bar. Directly connected into a bail. Just shy of that handstand. She's going to prep for her dismount. It's going to be a double A. And sticks that landing.
Big Gracie ever. Here's the release.
So here she just gets way above the bar, directly connected to a bail. She does, in fact, hit her feet. So that's going to be about a 3/10 deduction when you hit your feet, but you don't come off the bar. .9675 a moment ago
for Harry on vault. Emily Muller now. Muller earlier, tough time on uneven bars. She's been looking forward to getting back out there at a 7.85 with a couple of falls. Muller's career best on vault at 9.85. Pac-12 freshman performer, and away we go.
Yurchenko full. She's good form on this. Again, really just need to focus on opening her hips so she can get that chest up to eliminate that scooch to the side. And she actually twists a little bit early so she can really, you know, focus on pushing off that horse and getting a good twist in there. And that would help with the height as well.
Sienna Samali now. A bars specialist, only apparatus on which she has performed this year. She's a local product, Chandler, Arizona. Chandler High School, gold medal gymnastics, and a part of an effort to go to Junior Olympic Nationals back in 2019. This is an outstanding student all through high school. the very same thing here in college as a junior.
She has the most stunning lines on this event. Stalled her. She held on to that handstand right before that. Beautiful toe point. Line to her straddle Jaeger directly connected to a bail. Fluid from start to finish. Beautiful double layout and finds that landing. You know, when I had a moment to speak with Jay, he mentioned how she's just a sweet, hard-working kid. That's all you can really ask for from an athlete that you're coaching.
Those are the compliments Sharon and Dell, her parents, like hearing.
I just love looking at her toe point. Just textbook. Oh.
And then you're a specialist to get that one shot, then you get it done. That's got to be an amazing feeling. Although with a 9.775 a moment ago. Daniel Nosek now. Denny from Greenfield, Indiana, Mount Vernon High School. Career best 9.825.
Pachenko full. Great vault, good in the air. John, the head coach, he mentioned how he is just so proud of her. She's grown so much. She's becoming a team leader. And this actually has great height, good amplitude. Just a small hop back. So they're going to want to, you know, eliminate that come. Actually, that was a pretty significant hop back. So, you know, that may be a tenth or a little bit more, but that is a great vault foundational wise.
For Nosek, she's a specialist. You see the number. Samali 9.775. Jaden Mangahas now for ASU. We see the talented athlete who had a 9.8 on vault.
She's a great swinger. Jay mentions how she just really pushes really hard, especially on the uneven bars. Excellent release combination. Here she goes preparing for her dismount. Full in. Tries to hold on to it. She does have to take a slight hop forward.
Vault, bars, floor, her three areas of expertise this year.
There was a huge pike to Jaeger. She also taps her feet after that bail, so that's going to be a 3/10 deduction. You know, it's all about refining those details, and that's what she's been working on.
For Nosek. Hargrove has been in special territory, as you can see the start value chasing that perfect number.
And usually you don't see 10.0 vaults until the very end of the lineup. 1.5. She holds on to it. But John really mentioned that he likes to put it in the middle of lineup. You know, it really takes the pressure off of it. He wants to see the 1.5 every weekend, and he doesn't want her 1.5 depending on how the lineup goes, and he wants it to just happen every weekend. So that is why you see her in the 4th spot. That's a great vault.
9.85 on vault in the duel with Cal last weekend. And as you said astutely, that was a great vault. You know, from one household name in the sport to another, here's Hannah Scharf. Mangahas with a 9.575.
So they will have to count one of those, unfortunately.
Hargrove with the big numbers. We get started here on the bars. 9.95 for Hargrove.
Beautiful combination. That was a Maloney connected to a pack salto. Such a solid bar worker. She's clean. She goes prepping for her dismount. Full in. Sticks that landing. That's going to be a great score.
And the lead had thrown down on vault with a 995, and Hannah said, I'll answer your 995. Watch this number.
Just look at her form. Really great form. She's so solid. And this landing was amazing. Full in is a full twisting double back.
Here's Jessica Castles from Fleet, England. She actually grew up in the Middle East. Annette and Martin, her parents, the 6th Form College in Farnborough.
Very powerful on vault. You're going to see a lot of distance. That's great amplitude as well. Yurchenko full, 9.9 start value. That is exactly what you want to see from Jessica. There's a closer look. Great form. And I think she just hopped up, so you know, the judges could really maybe only take maybe a half a 10. I don't think it needs to be the full 10, but that was a great ball from Jessica.
Great description of the power here. It was evident. 9.875 for Sharp. Emily White now out of Seal Beach, California, Los Alamitos High School. She's at the Barrett Honors College, where she studies biochemistry.
That release move is called a Van Leeuwen, and notice how she stepped into the bar. You'll see a lot of gymnasts put both feet on the bar at the same time, but stepping in makes it slightly easier, gets that momentum going, so you're able to make that full go around the bar. Double layout. Sticks that landing. That's also going to be another great score.
And that's sticky. That is sticky for ASU. This again is a number 12 team in the country on uneven bars. So they're backing it up. A little separation there.
Just so good. Yeah, so she actually decided to step in, which is another way you can do that skill. And look at that dismount.
Had a 9.75 on vault, and then this.
What did you say? Sticky? I like that.
It is sticky.
Sticky.
Maple or some honey on that mat. It's working. You see Castles with the 9.9. Here is Elizabeth LaRusso.
Lots of power and height from her.
And a 9.775 on bars a moment ago.
That right there was a great vault. You know, I think she had a bit of leg separation in the beginning. But she squeezes them together and finds that landing. It's a bit of a hot back.
It's a great shot peeking in on the gathering of John Hort and his squad. Sarah Clark for the first time competes. You see the 9.875 for White a moment ago. Clark is out of Huntington Beach, California. Private school, Modern Day High School. JO national team in 17 and 18.
It's a beautiful form from Sarah. Lots of height on that straddle Jaeger. Great half pirouette right above the bar. Good handstand. Get ready for the dismount. Double layout. Will she find it? And she does. Sticky.
You had a 9.875 last weekend on bars in their duel.
There's that release again. And she just gets so much height on that. It's like she had to stretch and reach for that bar. And this dismount was just the exclamation point. Was that the last 3 or 4 gymnasts stepped?
Yes.
Yeah.
So put the numbers together for the Cats. It's a 49.225 on vault. 49.225. Waiting on the final number here for Clark, and if we don't have it before, we'll give it to you when we come back. It's, again, ASU looking to climb the mountain as it pertains to numbers. 196.050 with Stanford We're telling you, we want to live in the 197s. Jay does this week, and we'll have all the numbers for you when we come back. It's time to start talking about the beam and the floor here in Tempe, Arizona. Hang with us.